My mom, my mother.
Yes.
She,
whose name? Don't tell me her name. It's not Nancy. It's not Cindy. There's,
Nancy Grace.
No. Mick Jagger.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Bethany Helen.
Frankel.
I know it. Oh, what the fuck is that? Rick and Morty. Bethany Helen. Juicy.
Mirren. Juicy. That's it. Juicy Smollett.
Jillian. Don't tell me. I'll keep thinking. But you go on the story.
You noodle.
Helen.
So my mom likes to be involved. She's the opposite of your parents. She wants to get in there. She wants to get her feet in the sand and crunch the toes.
Uh-huh.
So she hits me up. She goes, hey, there's a magazine in New Orleans. It's one of these bullshit magazines you see at a doctor's office that no one reads that's only in New Orleans.
Right.
And she goes, they do all these celebrity profiles. Why haven't they done you? And I go, don't worry about it. Don't push it. Let it go. This magazine is silly. It's like a highlights a kid draws on, or you put it under a bird cage to get shit on.
Just forget it. Let it go.
Yes. And she goes, this is appalling. They got this guy. They got that guy. Why not you? And I go, I don't care about the magazine. You're not helping.
Uh-huh.
You think you're helping. This is a nuisance. She goes, no, I won't stand for it. I'm going to write him a letter.
And she's got some pull. She's something down there. She's got a museum. She's on the board.
That's
true. She
true.
collects houses or whatever.
Yes, houses. So I go, do whatever the hell you want. Leave me out of it. She goes,
Okay.
don't worry. I'll take care of it. And I go, whatever. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me again. Not a fan.
Uh-huh.
So then 2 days go by. She goes, don't worry. I emailed him. And I'm like, okay, cool. You're a hero. You should be my agent. I'm doing all that stuff. And she's like, mark my words, they're gonna hit me back. And I go, all right, whatever. 2 weeks go by, they email her. And they go, oh, we'd love to do a piece on the kid, Matt.
This is unbelievable.
Well, it's a brochure. It's a pamphlet.
This is very sweet. This is a showing of pride here.
It is, but I don't care. I get it's flattering, it's lovely, but I don't want to do it.
Shelley is really going out of her way here.
Yeah, the nice lady there, Ruth. So I go, all right. So now the lady, we email, we set up a time. She calls me. She goes, so where'd you grow up? What high school did you go to? Did you always know you were funny? And I go, I still don't know. I'm the Brown Bomber. And she goes, all right, I think we got it. So then my mom texts me and goes, did she call you? And I go, yeah, she called. And she goes, I want to hear everything. So now I got to call my mom and do the whole review. Hey, we talked about this. We talked about that. She goes, she didn't ask about this. I'm going to email her. I go,
Cheryl.
Yeah. So that was it. So it hasn't come out yet, but I don't know. Where are you at on that?
I mean, it's hard because I understand the frustration with your parents, but I mean, my mother, like I put out a film with a standing ovation. My mother's like,
she watched it.
She watches. She doesn't say, oh, my tits were shaking. I was crying. The movie, she gave me a little more. Ironically, it's because it's Tom. But there's nothing. My mother would never be like, I was thinking about you, so I wrote a magazine because I want your name in there, and I'm going to make sure they portray you well. You should. I mean, that's something. She's thinking about you. She's trying.
Nice. It's nice.
I understand what you mean. It's more, but the questions and the asking and the trying to further your career and help out, that seems special. What's her name? Tell me her name. Bethany.
Close. I don't know if that's even close.
Mallory.
There's a couple letters in there that are the same.
Why can't I think of it?
You know a couple people with the name, too.
Karen.
No. Karen.
Sarah.
No.
Susie.
No.
Rebecca.
I just thought it was humorous. This is how, I hope my mom never sees this, but she shows love by, she'll be like, hey, I got 78 magazines that have comedy in it. I have the magazines here. You got to take them to New York. And I'm like, so what do you mean? She's like, oh, there's an article about Don Rickles in there on page 609. It's about this long. You gotta fly that back home.
This is so touching. Don't you see? She's reading things. She goes, I thought of you, and I thought for this. I want you to have this.
How about going, you're very funny. How about a conversation? How about a hug? This is the weird vehicle of love showing.
But there is a conversation because she asks all the questions.
Yeah, I guess, but that's a follow-up.
I guess,
That's a follow-up
but she's
about
asking
the
you
email
this
she
and
set
this and
up.
this. I don't know. It sounds conversational.
Okay.
I'm talking no questions, Jerry. None.
That is Erie.
0.
I got to stop saying Erie. That is
Lake Erie.
Yes.
Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Superior.
Yeah, shot in the Erie.
Wait a minute. I gotta come up with
That's
your
an app,
mother's
baby.
name. I know it. Rick, and your brother is Eric.
Yes.
And your mother's name is Natalie, Susan.
You're Deborah.
Deb and Steve.
And I don't tell me your sister's name. That I don't know.
No.
Linda.
No.
Sarah.
No.
Judy.
No.
Kelly Clarkson.
Nope. Starts with
Duncan. Kathy.
Scathy. It's Scathy.
Oh, it's an S.
Wait,
Scaffolding.
what the fuck is her name? Not Bethany. It's close to Bethany. It feels
There's
like
a lot
Bethany.
of similar letters with Bethany.
Beth Ann. Beth Ruth.
Methamphetamine.
Fuck. That's a funny name. Beth Ann Fetamine. That's
It's a
good.
radio show.
That could be something.
All right. Write it down. You talk about the 10,003. You ever go on YouTube? Put this in your pipe and put it on your father's face. These man on the street videos where they go up and they go, so how many states in America? I mean, how many states in the United States? And they go, jeez, I don't know, 100. And you're like, wow, it's pretty jarring.
I've watched a lot of them.
I'm not the smartest tool in the microwave, but these people are fucking retarded. They're like, what country is below the United States? We're like, Iran? Like, no, connected. You know, it's a border town. They speak Spanish, and they're like, what am I, a fucking cartographer? And you're like, no, you know what it is. People are fucking retarded.
They never heard of Texas, I guess. But
I guess so.
No, I've seen that a lot, and there's a large percentage of the country that believes there are 52 states because they think, if you ask how many states, they think it's a trick question. They think there's 50 states plus Alaska and Hawaii.
Right.
So I think it's like 18% of people think there's 52 states.
I think so. It's pretty wild. What are the two oceans on the the side of the country? And they're like, the Dead Sea and the Mississippi.
Yeah,
it's
bad.
wild.
MISSISSIPPI.
Yes.
What the fuck is her name? It's so close. I'm trying to say it. I can see her. I picture her with the glasses.
Yes.
She looks like Mrs. Claus a little bit.
Oh yeah, got the red hair. I mean the red glasses and the gray hair.
Yeah, she's hip. She's cool. She was at the wedding.
She wears Crocs.
You
she
looked it up. You Googled it. You looked at the podcast in the museum.
I remember something specific about her full name.
Oh really? That's a little scary. A little eerie. Interesting.
Well, we got to move on. People are gonna be frustrated.
Yeah, but
I'll get
she's
it by
a
the
sweet
end.
lady. I love her. I have great parents. You have bad parents. I'm very
Margaret.
lucky.
Maggie.
Nope, but
Christina.
just funny. I thought.